Hello all, I have news. So I did not pick up on this when we signed the compromis de vente for the French house in May, but there's a process when you sell a house that comes with a fair amount of land and is in an agricultural area. And this body, if you like, are called SAFER, SAFER, and they will be notified when a house that fits that remit is being sold, and they are allowed to interject into that sale, and if they deem it necessary, they will buy the house themselves and turn it back into agricultural land. Very rare that they would do this, and we were told about it. I have no recollection of it at all, not one iota in my head do I remember this. Leon remembers it, so I emailed the notaire yesterday and I said we're looking at selling on the 12th of, moving out on the 12th of July, and so we'd like to sign either the following week or the week after. And he's come back and said, yes, this body have to be given until July 31st to respond to the sale. So they've been notified that the house is being sold. They have to be given till the 31st of July to respond. And if there's no response from them after that date, we're allowed to proceed. But then our notaire is on holiday until the 13th. So we're looking at signing for the house, the French house, an entire month after we've already sold our English house and stopped working. I mean, it's good news for Remy, the kitten, obviously meant to be. But aside from that, whole thing's a little bit of a nightmare. So now I'm thinking, well, where do we go? I don't quite know what we should do in that bit of time. A full 3 weeks between. Because obviously we've set the start date of our visas for the 21st, and that will be 3 weeks potentially of time not spent in France using our visas. So it just feels like 3 weeks of the visas will be wasted while we can't get into the country. Well, we can get in, but we won't have a house to live in. Meanwhile, there's nothing really for us here in Chippenham because we don't have family living nearby with enough space to host us for that long, and we've got Cleo as well. It's, you know, it's a long time to have her in a home if there are other pets. That's just not feasible. So it's either going to be going up to Leeds or we're going to have to look at renting somewhere in France. But of course it's just extra money because we're paying for the storage of our furniture here, because unless we've got somewhere to offload it in France, there's no point there's no point taking it down there. There's nowhere to put it. Just feeling a little bit like my head is going to explode. Moving house is really stressful, and I do know that. Don't they say it's like divorce, marriage? No, not divorce, not marriage. Maybe for some people. Divorce, death, and moving house are like the 3 most traumatic things you can go through in life. Aside from divorce, I'm going through all of it this year. It's just a case of not like working out what we're going to do from now. Honestly, why did I think this would be easy? What planet was I living on? Honestly. Oh no. It will be fine. I'm sad because the week we will arrive at the house, the French house, we're going away that weekend. We've got some commitments in Lyon. So that's like the other side of France. That's like an 8-hour journey. We'll move in on the Tuesday and we're going away on the Wednesday till Monday. So we get 1 night in the house before we have to leave again. The following week we get home on the Monday, but then we're then going away again to the beach on the Thursday. So we'll get Monday to Thursday to move our stuff in. It's all out of our control, just have to roll with it. Anyway, update, newsflash, problems, but we are dealing with it. Okay, so we're starting the first bit of the packing with kitchen stuff. What are we going to pack first? Plates, cups? No, not in here. We don't want soft things. No. What should I put in there?
I would put
Like appliances, maybe.
yeah, things that you're not going to use now.
Oh, baking trays.
Yeah.
Tupperware.
Yeah, all that. And then it won't be too heavy in the box, so it won't be horrific to lift.
Perfect.
So you have to think about that, otherwise you'll have to end up with a backpack.
Very good. So, packing is going well. Sort of packed up a lot of the ornaments. So there are big gaps on our wall. We've gotten rid of the rug, gave that to a friend, and the chair that used to be in that corner. I don't know if I've showed the downstairs on our vlog yet, but there we are, that's all done. All those ornaments are gone. In the kitchen, we have emptied some of the cupboards-ish. We're keeping some stuff out, like we've packed all the chopping boards except that one, got a few glasses left out. Trying to sell this table. So far, haven't had any real takers. Might have to drop the price on that. If you live local to Chippenham, it's a lovely oak table with 4 chairs, solid. The biggest news today is that we exchanged contracts. So I have very, not mixed feelings because I'm excited, but I'm also feeling massively overwhelmed. We have our visa meeting in less than 2 days, and I'm suddenly feeling the weight of what this meeting means piling in on me, and I've got 101 things I have to do here. We'll be moving out next week, and there's just so much to do, and we'll be up north now from tomorrow right through till Thursday. I'm working Friday morning, so the next bit of packing I'll be able to do will be at the weekend, and then it'll be less than a week till we move out. So I just feel like a bit overwhelmed. But I'm, again, like I say, I'm just trying to see things one day at a time, focus on the visa meeting now. Packing will get done. We've got lots of friends locally that have offered to help, so that's nice. So yes, this house is no longer ours, really. Feels so strange. We moved in here, well, Leon moved in the 2 months before we got married, and I moved in the November, and there's just a bit of our soul in this house. I think when you renovate somewhere and you sort of pick out everything yourself, and Leon's done most of the work himself, there's a real emotional attachment, and I don't really like to be that way because I'd love to be more cutthroat, like, oh, it's just a house, but it does mean something to us. I'll feel very I'll always feel very fondly about this place. We've had so many lovely times, lovely memories, so leaving it behind does feel like a really big step for the two of us. So it's all good. I wish I could crack open the champagne, because the fact that we've exchanged contracts, this has been in the runnings for over 3 months, so we should be celebrating, but I just feel a little bit nauseated because I'm so nervous about this meeting. So I think we're going to save the champagne till we're out of here and things are a bit more settled. So yes, I'll keep you in the loop. I'm actually going to shop around for some health insurance now. There's so many conflicting opinions on it. I've decided I'm just going to buy a policy, and if we don't need it, I'll cancel it, because you get a 14-day cooling off period, because it's just not worth risking it. I don't want to get to this meeting and find that I'm without something that I could have bought easily. So I'm just going to get it. It's not a problem. Leon's just gone to sort out handing over his work. A friend of ours is buying it, so he's gone over there just to sign the contracts, give the work over. Anyway, enough talking. I've got to get on. I need to continue packing. I'm going to try and pack up most of the kitchen, because I think from now we're just going to try and eat fairly light meals and not need too much in the way of cooking utensils, just so that we can get them packed. And then we can start taking stuff up to the storage unit this weekend. We're having a leaving party on Friday, so I'm really excited about that. It'd be really nice to see our friends, and there's a lot of people here we're going to miss, so I'm excited for that. So yes, that's it. I'm going to get on with packing, buy the health insurance policy, and go back through all of my documents with a fine-tooth comb to make sure I have everything.
Aww, are you packing yourself? Hey, you don't have to go in a box. What are you doing? Oh, are you cute? Aww.
So it is nearly 10 o'clock and we are going to the consulate the day after tomorrow, but we are actually leaving our home tomorrow to travel up to Edinburgh, and we're going to stay over tomorrow night. So I am burning the midnight oil, just getting our final documents ready to go. So I think I've photocopied everything I need. There's the visa application form itself, you must date and sign that. There is a space for the ID pictures, but I've just popped them in a separate little folder there. You've also got to have that scanned barcode registration receipt thing, so I've got that handy for both of us. I've just finished editing our business plans. Mine needs a little bit more work, but Leon's is finished. So what I had to do then, so this is our travel documents and our ID pictures. I got 4, doesn't say 4, but they come in 4, so that's fine. Photocopies of our passports, all of Leon's diplomas, you must take the originals. And it says copies, which indicates you only need 1, I feel, but I've done 2 of everything just in case they want more than 1, and I've got them. So I've got mine, 2 copies of mine and the originals. I've got photocopies of our passports, so you had to photocopy each page that had an inscription on. So because ours are new, there's no stamps on any of the pages, but if there had been, you would have had to photocopy those. So yeah, visa application, the registration receipt. Then for the house, because we want to sort of prove that we're buying our own home there, and you know that we've got the means to sort of look after ourselves while we're out there. So that's a bit complicated because obviously I've got the promesse de vente, which details the house that we're buying. It's such a long document. It was 168 pages, but that included all of the diagnostic, all of the maps with the house and the termite thing and the fosse septique thing. So in the end, I just cut it down to the bare essentials that detailed the amount that was being paid, the 2 different parties that were involved in the sale. But I did print, I mean, that on its own was 30 odd pages. So I have got that whole thing, but then I printed off the 3 pages that discuss the amounts just to have them to one side so I can sort of prove that. And I've also got our redemption statement from our solicitor. The most important thing is the business plan, and I'm also going to have to purchase the health insurance. I'm going to run through the checklist again. Leon's going to read through his business plan and just double check that everything's correct. I'm going to do the same, and then I'm going to call it a night because I'm just knackered. And I haven't even prepped for tomorrow. Haven't packed a bag. We won't need a lot. We're only away for 2 nights. So yes, I'll check back in with you tomorrow. I'm absolutely toast. So tired. Both of us are. Just got such a long 2 weeks ahead of us, but it's all good stuff. I just need to get this appointment out of the way. It's properly stressing me out. So yes, check back in with you tomorrow. So we're en route to Edinburgh. It was a bit fraught this morning, just trying to get the last of the documents done. And we also, just last night, had the idea of doing a cover letter, and I looked it up, and apparently that is like a standard thing, so I didn't want to not have one. So we did that this morning. Cleo, being a good girl. She's a good little traveller, and because we couldn't get our usual cat sitter, we've decided to take her with us to Leeds, and my sister's going to look after her because Amanda loves Cleo. She's not normally a pet person, but she can't help but love Cleo. She's so cute. Aren't you a good girl? Mm-hmm.
She fits in with Amanda's chic decor.
She's a good little thing, but we're feeling positive about it in the sense that
there's nothing more we can do. Yeah. We did. Sarah's just been on the phone to purchase travel insurance, healthcare insurance. So we're just waiting for a confirmation email to come through. The policy is obviously not set up yet, but confirmation that we've purchased it, and if not, we'll write a letter detailing what we've done, and if they need to confirm it, they can ring the company and say, have they purchased, and they'll say yes. So that's fine.
Yeah, we've done it in such a way that if we don't need it, because I just think it would be odd if it was vital for our stay and it's not on the checklist. That just doesn't make sense to me. So I've decided that it's unlikely that we need it, but if we don't, we can cancel it and get our money back. Just another fail-safe of if we need it, we don't want to be without it. So anyway, I've gone over this 100 times, but yes, we did that this morning.
And people move into countries all the time. It's a day in and day out thing, so it's not impossible. It's something new for us, so we're unsure on what to do. But a bit like anything, MOTs, we don't worry about lots of stuff. You just don't know until it's done, but I'm sure it's fine.
If the visa centre was 10 minutes up the road, I would not be this anxious, but I cannot do this Edinburgh thing again. It's just insane.
Only because London was so
money.
busy.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to go to London so I could visit Texas Joe's.
Oh yeah, we had a little what's the word?
Weekend planned.
Yeah, of all of our favourite restaurants. We were going to do like a little
Goodbye.
a last hurrah. Anyway, I'm sure we'll find somewhere nice for Edinburgh for dinner tonight, so that'll be nice. So we'll check back in with you then. But yes, say bye, Cleo. So a little travel update. We dropped the cat off at my sister Amanda's, and I think she's going to enjoy it, isn't she? She likes it, Amanda's.
Martin likes to spoil her, so yeah, that's good.
My brother-in-law, he loves to feed her treats. She's not the cuddliest cat, much to Leon's devastation and heartbreak.
Your previous cat was super cuddly.
He was, my little cat Fluffy. I brought him actually from France. He was French. But yeah, Cleo's not quite as cuddly, but she is really sweet-natured.
Yeah.
She's so lovely, such a lovely animal. So she's spending the night at my sister's because, as I said before, couldn't get a sitter. But she slept the whole way to Leeds pretty much. The only time she woke up was if we said her name.
Fell away.
Yeah, that's I might spray myself with some of that tomorrow morning. Helps to reduce signs of stress. I should have drink that. Oh dear. So yes, we'll check in with you when we get closer to Edinburgh. But otherwise, all going well.
3.5 hours to go, and the roads are a lot better this end of Leeds.
Yeah. On the way up between Bristol and Leeds, it's chocker, and there's
Road
like
works.
the 50, like the average speed thing all the time. Roadworks. So we're just going past Ripon, which is not far from where I actually was born and spent my first 9 years in Harrogate. So just going past there. So yeah, how long did you say?
3.5.
3.5 hours. We'll check in with you when we're Scotland side, and we'll say hi the new.
Au revoir.
How do you feel, babe? It's nearly over now.
The journey's been nice actually. I drove to Scotland years ago, can't remember it. But yeah, I've really enjoyed the fact that there's not much traffic, it's flowing, and there's good views. So the actual drive sort of from past M1 area is really good.
You can actually see the sea as well from here.
You can see the North Sea.
How beautiful is that? Dodgy weather.
Got time to get past this thing. A bit of a hatched area.
Right, last check-in before Edinburgh.
Feels like a bit of a flight to
Australia.
Florida. No, this doesn't feel like Florida.
Right outside Edinburgh Castle here.
I know. You pay for the view, this car park.
Only 2 minutes from our accommodation. So we made it. Just checked into the hotel and we're now going out for some dinner. So Leon, we actually haven't found the restaurant we wanted to go to. On the way in we saw like a smokehouse.
But then couldn't find it online.
Yeah, steakhouse. Can't find it on TripAdvisor. It's July in Scotland and it's freezing cold. I brought like linen trousers, vest tops. If there are any Scottish people watching, please don't come for me. I know it's stupid. And funnily enough, I did actually check the weather too. Don't ask. So yeah, we're both shivering a little bit. So yeah, off to a Mexican restaurant nearby, one that we found instead. And then we're going to head back, I think, early doors, aren't we? Try and get some sleep.
Yeah, a bit Italian. A cup of tea.
Cool, well we'll check back in with you probably tomorrow. We've already clocked the embassy, so we sort of know where we're going in the morning. So that's good. So we'll check back in with you tomorrow, probably before the appointment, and then we'll let you know how it goes. Say bye, Leon.
Bye.